Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 22nd of June, 2022. I'm Jeannie, and I'm so glad that you have decided to join me for the journey today. Well, today is a very reflective day, this hump day, because today is marks 4 years that my mom passed away. Now, it's one of those things that you want to kind of reflect on in a sad way because of, my gosh, of course, we miss her so much. But also, I think it's very important that we take this day to reflect on good memories and positive things that have happened throughout the course of our lives. You know, there's a saying that says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, you know, my life growing up, although it was very happy and good in many, many ways, there were struggles as well. And when my sister Fran and I have talked about this, because we're the only two siblings, we've talked about how we had similar struggles because of things that could have been done a little differently in our upbringing. But overall, I have to say that I am glad that my mother was the mother that she was, and my father was the father that he was. Although there's a few things you wish you could have changed, I think that we're very fortunate in many ways. So as I reflect on this day today, I think about my mother, the woman we called Gam, and I think about that very day that the news came, and I happened to be in Pennsylvania visiting my sister, and we went together to the hospital to see her, and we pretty much knew on the 21st of June when we went, we pretty much knew that was probably going to be the last time that we saw her alive. And sure enough, that night, shortly after midnight, when it turned into June 22nd, that's when we got the phone call that she had passed. And of course, it's a sad thing that we could just play over and over again in our minds. And believe me, it's taken a long time for it to not be a daily thing in my mind. And of course, now as time has gone on and 4 years has passed, I don't think about it every single day. But there are constant little reminders because after all, she was our mother. And then when we look into the faces of, say, like my sister's grandchildren, and we may see a facial expression or hear a word come out of their mouths that reminds us of their grandparents, their great grandparents, I should say, my parents, it sometimes can tug at the heart. But boys and girls, when you think about someone you love who has passed on, even if it was a life where there was struggles, maybe even greater struggles than we had growing up, stop and reflect and say, listen, it didn't kill me, so it made me stronger. And there are certain things that maybe weren't the best, but I want to reflect on those good things. I don't want to make believe bad things didn't happen because that's foolish. Because when bad things do happen in your life, you grow from them. Like I said, makes you stronger. But on the other hand, when we reflect today, and I have talked with my sister today and yesterday about it at great length, about the fact we kind of relived it ourselves, but we also equally thought about all the funny things that went on and all of the wonderful things we have and all of the good ways that things were handled, and not so much on the way things that were handled the way that we think they should have been and they weren't done properly. We're trying not to concentrate on those, but we are trying to concentrate, especially today being the 4-year mark of her passing. We're going to try to spend the day reflecting in the positive, because all that does is bring joy to our hearts. And that's what I'd like to do, is spend this day with joy in my heart. Now listen, go be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. And if you know someone who's going through a struggle of this kind, either right now or maybe because of things that happened in their past, go ahead and encourage them that it didn't kill them, and instead it needs to just be a tool to make them stronger. Don't forget to tune into my radio program. I think you'll enjoy that. There's a lot of reminiscing that goes on in that, and that's Through the Eyes of a New York Woman. You can tune in at ultimateoldiesradio.com every Saturday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central AM and PM, and again at oldies700.com, oldies700.com, every Sunday at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern, AM and PM. And right after that program on Sundays, you could listen to Chef Michael on the road. Good stuff. I think you'll enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, too, if you haven't done so already. Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and that notification bell ding. And every time another Take Two is premiering, you will be notified. Have a blessed and wonderful day, boys and girls. Have a great hump day and enjoy it and reflect on the things that bring you joy. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.